Hey, whippersnappers, this is Tortimer the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Minecraft on the time. My strategically placed grass! No! Welcome back to another episode of the TimeShot server, guys. Today we're gonna be trying out a couple of things. Well, we're gonna be trying out one thing. Let me get my words out. Let's talk words. So we're gonna be trying something new today. The last couple of weeks, I've been getting some feedback from you guys on, potential changes to be made to the channel. One of those things that I threw out there was potentially moving away from a strictly adhered to schedule. Some of the feedback I got from you guys on that topic was that for the most part, people, it was a little bit back and forth, but a lot of people did seem to really like the schedule. And so what I think I'm going to be doing, one of the other suggestions I got was to kind of take a look at the length of my videos and see if potentially changes could be made there, because sometimes, and this is despite my best efforts, but sometimes videos can get a little long, and so we're going to be trying out a little bit of a shorter episode today, and I'm hoping that if we do some shorter episodes, like 10, 15, 20 minutes long max, then maybe that'll open the door for more frequent content, if we do, more little one-shot things as opposed to, big overarching episodes, and things like that. Anyway, but so today's gonna be a little bit shorter, and I'll get more into that here in a second. But today, I want to get going on our adventure, and then I can talk to you guys while we're in process. But today we are going to be on the search for a long-lost old friend, and finally, now that we have our stable put together, which it needs a little bit of work. I don't remember which one of these I actually wanted. It needs a little bit of work, but I think I'm pretty happy with it for the most part. I might be changing the roof. I don't like this peaked roof. I like the roof, but I don't think it fits very well here. I might put just a standard lean-to roof on it, and we'll play with that maybe at some point. But no, I'll be doing that off camera. Because we have our stable together now, we've got a couple of dogs in here, and we have this empty stall. And a lot of people on the TimeShot server have pigs. Lots of pet pigs on the server. You've got Turdson and Sky Pig Bob and Poet, Jayet and Poke. Yeah, there we go, Jayet and Poke. And that mountain's not loading in. But yeah, so lots of pet pigs on the channel. But if you guys have been following me for a while, and I'm talking a long while, because it's been a while since this has actually come into play. But in all of my Minecraft series, except for my most recent ones, and I'm not sure why it's really happened in the most recent ones, but I've always had a pet sheep, a pet Minecraft sheep named Fluffy, and Fluffy has kind of become what is it? F3A? There we go. Load that world in. Fluffy has kind of become my channel mascot over the years. Ever since my single player series, I had this pet sheep named Fluffy, and Fluffy was my constant companion. She came with me to the Farside server when I joined that SMP. She came to me to the to Middle Earth when I did the Minecraft Lord of the Rings series, and for whatever reason, well, I know the reason here. The reason why she hasn't joined us on TimeShot yet is because I, until very recently, did not have any name tags. No name tags to speak of whatsoever. And finally, recently, I was able to buy one of a Poet, and I was hoping to just find one. We had that fishing competition a while back for our tab screen. Now what's this over here? Is this Jake's place? We had the fishing competition for the tab screen, and I caught. Well, I didn't catch that. I didn't catch very many fish compared to the winners. I think we ended up with like 3,000 fish, or it was in the thousands of fish that the winners ended up catching. Yeah, this is Jake's place. I always forget how close I am to Jake. But like, I wonder is Jade over here? Let's take a quick look while we're here. I'm curious now that I'm talking about pets. So I didn't have a name tag until very recently, and finally I was like, oh yeah, Jade's here. They're all back, safe and sound. Hello, buddy. I didn't have a name tag, and I finally gave up and was like, does anybody have a name tag I can buy? And Poet said he had a couple, And he's been looking to gather a bunch of gold up. I think he's doing a project with his donator haul or something that he needs a bunch of gold for. I think that's what he's using it for. And so I gave him some of my gold because I wasn't using it a whole lot, and he traded me a name tag. So that worked out pretty nicely, and so now we're finally going to be bringing my old friend Fluffy to the TimeShot server. I don't know why I haven't brought Fluffy to Jurassic World. Maybe we need to do that soon as well. But she seems to always come with me wherever I go, and she got lost at the end of Lord of the Rings, and so I think she's just going to be finding her way back today. But anyway, so today we're going to be on a bit of an exploration mission to find Fluffy, because she's definitely not one of the already domesticated sheep on the server. She's definitely out wandering in the wilderness somewhere, so we have to go rescue her, and kind of wandering this way. It's mostly uninhabited up here. I know Anasia's up this way. If we go far enough, Edson's up this way too, but I think that more or less there's a lot more uninhabited land this way than anything else. So we're heading this way. We're going to see if we can't find Fluffy. She is a white sheep, and we are going to see if we can't find her wandering around out here in the TimeShot wilderness. But yeah, so we're going to be starting out doing a couple of shorter episodes on TimeShot, hoping that, you know, potentially that'll lead into, you know, more content coming out. And so that way, if, you know, if I can record more content more frequently, I'll be able to keep the schedule, because many of you, you know, some of you were like, nah, go for it, I don't really care. But there were people, and I said, you know, if there are people who really count on this, and some of my longtime subs, most active commenters, things like that, did come back and say, you know, that's something that I really do kind of count on. And so, you know, I don't want to take that away from people. If it's adding value to the server, it's going to stay. And so we're going to try and keep the schedule going. But we're Emperor Zakarda H. Lear. 5 money. What? No idea what that is. All right. So yeah. So we're gonna try and maintain the schedule as best we can, but it may be something. Another suggestion I got was, you know, shorter episodes. And so if we do shorter episodes, maybe that means I've got more time for stuff, and potentially if we've got lots of extra time, maybe we can put out more episodes more frequently. You know, I guess we'll just kind of see how it goes. Now we really haven't seen a sheep yet. That's kind of astounding. Let's get up on the trees. Let's see if we can't see. Get a little bit of a better vantage point up here, see what we can find. Now we've got plains over here, nothing but cows. We've got cows in the lake here. Cow down there. Ooh, what's this? Oh, hey! There's a sheep. Oh, and there's another one. It's like, okay, so we found a couple of sheep over here. Looks like a lava pool burned down a bit of a forest here. Let's, this sheep's kind of nice and set apart. Let's grab... You're okay. It's okay, Fluffy. Alright, so I did grab a lead. Ooh, I put the wheat I had grabbed away. That's less than ideal. Can we get her out of the tree? Let's try going... Yes! We did it! Huzzah! Alright, so this little lady, if we get her back to the Tortoise Island, will be Fluffy. Alright, so we kind of came this way. Let's go back this way a little bit, and we will attempt to get her home safely. Let's jump off. I have a feeling this is going to be no. Oh, whoops. Fluffy, sweetheart. I know, it's been a while since we've seen each other. Get in there. Alright. Here we go. So yeah, everybody else on the server's got pigs. I've always had a sheep named Fluffy, and now that we've got that stable stall all ready for her, she is finally going to be making her first appearance here on the TimeShot server, which I'm really excited about. I'm really excited that we finally have a name tag and everything. We can finally bring her over. I hope that she does not become the victim of, I guess that's one of the other reasons why I haven't really brought her aboard yet. There was, for a time there, an extreme level of hostility being shown toward people's domesticated pets. Sky Pig Bob dies every other day or so, and Edson's pigs were dying all the time. Everybody was getting kidnapped, And so, while she might not have fallen under the Oink manifesto, I was worried there for a bit that it might not be the smartest idea or the smartest time to bring another life onto the server, because she's very near and dear to my heart. She's been with me for a long time, and so I would have hated to have lost her to some I don't know, lashing out or whatever, or some PETA-like activities here from Oink. So finally things have seemed to cool down, a little bit of cessation to the hostilities. And so I think it's probably a good time, and especially now that we've got that name tag, we should be able to get her safely situated back on Tortoise Island. Now, if we can get her safely through this mountain, that'll be ideal. Let's see. Okay, so this is... Okay, yeah, we're going in the right direction. Come on, Fluff. We're almost there, sweetheart. Alright, so yep, there's Jake's place. This is... I'm not sure who did this pillar. But this goes up. It's not rendering in. What is my... Hold on, let's look at my... Now my render distance is way up. There it goes. A little Mars planet. I think that's Magnus has left that or something. But yeah, there's a little... I think it was part of a scavenger hunt or something. That was going on there, because there's clues or something inside, I think. But yeah, so we're going the right direction. This is my swamp over here. Fluffy is still with us. Fantastic. Alright, that's a good girl. Just try and safely make our way down here. No. Careful. There we go, good girl. Alright, yeah, so right here is my swamp. So we should be able to get over to the island very briefly. But yeah, so there she goes. So yeah, we're just gonna be shaking some things up on the channel. I'm thinking, you know, I always do this. I come back to, you know, shorter episodes all the time, and my intention has always been to do shorter-ish episodes, but then it always seems to get away from you, and if you're not paying attention, all of a sudden you've been recording for, you know, over a half an hour or something. It's like, wow, crap. So I'm gonna try, at least when I'm doing solo episodes, to have shorter episodes. Mindless Minings typically are supposed to only be about 20 minutes long. Sometimes they go over, but you know, so that's one collab that generally shouldn't go too far out of our mold. Sometimes when you're doing things though, it's hard, you know, activities just take a long time, and so it may take some editing on my part, things like that, but I will try and keep things a little bit more manageable for you guys, because I understand that. You know, as somebody who works a desk job, I don't always think about it, because sometimes the longer the video, the better, because, you know, I can sit there while I work and listen to a video kind of like a podcast while I'm at work, and so the longer it is, the longer period of time I don't have to go switch to another video or something. So I don't always think about that in that respect. Some of you guys have limited time, and so I figured we'll try and keep things a little bit more manageable for you guys in the future. And so if we're doing shorter content, we may also be able to do more frequent, which will be good. I think you guys would enjoy that. I'm one of the few people on the server, I think, who only does once a week, maybe not. I know I'm the smallest guy on the server, and a lot of time shutters do full time, so I don't really feel too pressured by that. But if we can do it without straining me too much, then why not? All right. So we've got a name tag here, which we have bought from Poet. Let's grab it, put it in our anvil. We will, we'll name her Fluffy. There we go. And then we will run over here, throw the name on her. Boop. And she is Fluffy once again. So very excited to have Fluffy the sheep back on Tortoise Island, here on TimeShot with me. I guess back with me on Tortoise Island, because this is her first appearance here on Tortoise Island. But yes, we've got Fluffy the sheep. She has been my longtime companion here on Tortimer the Great Gaming. She appears in my channel art and everything like that. And finally, she has made the trip into the server. So, ooh, that vine ended up being extra useful. Alrighty, so there we go. Fluffy is on the server. She's hanging out on Tortoise Island. Next world download you guys get, you'll be able to come and visit her. She's a good friend of mine, so treat her nice. And yeah, anyway guys, I think that's gonna be it for today. We found our long lost friend and got her safely back to Tortoise Island. And in the interest of doing shorter episodes, I'm going to call it there for today. Let me know what you guys think about this, and I will see you guys next time. I'm going to try this with all of my series, so you guys may be seeing some of those. This last week I had pre-recorded some stuff, so some of them were a little bit longer still, but going to be starting it from here, trying to keep things a little short for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Great, and you guys have been great. Make sure those likes, comments, and subscriptions for me, guys, and I will see you all back here next time. Have a good one. Hey, Fluffy.